want him to stay on the side closest to the fence. You can't see me because this forelock is so big. So I'm going to have to rotate. So I'm going to push that shoulder over there so he stays on that side of the fence. So now I'm going to ask him to pick up some trot. So I'm going to lift my energy up. Ask him to roll into that trot there. Want to see how he's looking here. If I feel like he's got any stiffness. So I feel like that there's some tension there. The head's higher now. He's kind of running along. So what I'm going to do is, as he's going, I'm going to exhale. Help him bring that energy back down. I'm going to inhale again. Ask him to trot. Exhale just a little bit. See if I can get that trot to slow down a hair, but not go into the wall. What I'm really looking for now is I'm looking for him to start to put that head down and want to stretch over his back. Because he had an issue and wanted to get tight in his back, we want to help him to really work over his back and open up the shoulders and open up that thoracic sling and really start to use himself better. And he can't do it with his head in that position. So what I'm looking for is I want him to drop his head down and really stretch down. So I want to encourage him to stay in the trot. See how the trot is slowing down now? I want to encourage him to stretch down and over his back. Directions. In front of the barrel, back behind the next barrel. I want these transitions, I'd rather have the long transitions take a few extra strides to make sure I'm getting a horse that's going into the upward transition relaxed. So see how his head, look at his head carried right now. And when I ask for the trot, I want that head carriage to stay the same. Trot, inhale. So you see how it came up about 2 inches? I really want that to stay the same. Got a nice lick and chew. Want him to slow down that trot to stay in the trot. And I want him to see if I can get him to start to. Good. So what he's doing right now, and you can see this in the video, is that when he puts his head down, he feels like the relaxation comes from the downward transition to the walk. So we want him to feel comfortable that he can actually stretch over that back at the trot. Ask for that trot again. Trot. Okay, so the head didn't come up as high there. You see the camera crew up on the fence there. I'm going to ask him to change directions again. Exhale. Ask him to turn behind that barrel right now. So he's going to rock back on that hind end. Rock back. Over. Pick up the trot. I love that transition, was much better there. Good boy. So now as you see him coming around here, even though he's not stretching down yet, we're starting to get softness in his rhythm of his gait. See, the muscles are starting to relax a little bit more as he's going around, which is then going to help lengthen the stride for him. It's going to help him to use his body correctly. Good. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Let it out. Yeah. Good boy. I'm looking for that head to come down. I want him to find that rhythm. Stay in the trot. Find his balance. So one of the biggest issues that we come across when we're working with our horses is that we try to manage them too much in the face and put their nose where we want it to before the horses learn how to balance themselves. And they need the angle of their head and their poll to be out a little bit until they figure out their balance. You need to be able to stretch over that back to find your balance. And change directions again. Now I'm going to go back direction. Now when he does this, I'm going to ask him to pick up that trot from here. Go trot. Nice, better transition there. So he's going to find his own rhythm. Got scared of something? This is why we're doing this. We're building a partnership with him from a distance. I'm going to ask him to go out. What do you see over there, bud? What is it? Something over there? What do you see? Huh? What do you see? Help him kind of reset. Because if I just push him through that, I'm not helping him get through it properly. So now I'm going to ask him to go. Walk. Walk. Good. Just guiding him, encouraging him. Good boy. What is it? Did the sun change? So all I'm doing is guiding him. Opening a big door, guiding him. Good boy. Ask him to pick up that trot again. So now what I'm going to do though, before I get back over here, I want to bring him back down to a walk. Because I don't want to feel like he's being pushed through this. So I just want him to want to do it. So I'm going to be here with him to guide him through this. What happens is if we try to force them to go through it too fast, they'll hit the brakes harder. And we don't want to teach them that. We want to help build his confidence. So now I'm going to ask for the trot again at the Larson's hey sign. Good. Now I'm going to keep him in the trot until I get to the neutrina sign. And walk. Good. Now when I get to the piranha sign, which you can't see because it's directly underneath the camera. We had to shoot this way because of the sun. Back to trot. So now I'm going to see how he feels going in a trot all the way around. The definition of self-carriage, so he wanted to break but he didn't stop, so I'm okay with that. He's building his confidence. Ask him back to the trot. So the definition of self-carriage is that we teach the horses how to use themselves in a manner that is going to help us when we're riding them before we get on our back. They have self-carriage. They have self-carriage on their own their whole life. It's just not in the way that we would want to use their body to ride them. Their self-carriage contains walk, trot, canter, get away from anything that's dangerous. Might be coming. They don't care about bending the body, how they're using themselves, how they're using their cervical vertebrae, their thoracic vertebrae, their hind end, their front end, their head carriage. They just need to survive. So self-carriage in our world is going to be asking them to use themselves in a way that's going to benefit us under saddle, that'll keep us safe and them safe. The great thing about this is we teach him, back to the trot, how to use his body in a domesticated way, in a domesticated world, is that it's going to limit injuries to our horse because they're going to know how to use themselves correctly. And the biggest thing is once they learn how to use themselves correctly, they're going to become more confident and they're going to regulate more because we're teaching them how to regulate. And having a horse that knows how to self-regulate and understand how to deal with certain situations is a much safer horse for themselves as well as for the rider. But ultimately, they protect them more. If we're going to have a horse in our world, we need to teach them how to live in our world. Good, good. So as he comes around here, I'm going to finish up this little section here with Chubbs coming around this barrel here and facing me. Good boy. This is a really, really cool horse. If you like his journey, make sure you follow it. His name is Allie, and he's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Check out more videos and have a great day.